Alright, yo guys, what's going on? And in today's video I'm going to be going over how to get Tainted Metal so you can go and spend it on everything that I guess you want to spend it on at the scrap dealer, including the upgrade modules and the contraband and everything like that. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need to do is talk to the scrap dealer and ask to acquire coordinates for 5 million units. So you will need to have at least 5 million units in order to get this thing started. Then you're going to need to hop into your ship. Okay, just stopping this video here to announce that the channel has just hit, or as of a couple of hours ago, just hit 69 subscribers, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, if you're not already subscribed, if you're part of that 87% of people that are watching the videos but aren't subscribed, then join that 12% group and yeah, subscribe. And yeah, back to the video. Okay, so what you're next going to need to do is just fly out of the space station and go into your inventory and hold whatever button you need to hold depending on your platform, and hold that button. For me it's E, and hold that button on your emergency broadcast receiver to start tuning it. Once you've done that, you need to just pulse drive into any random direction in space. Okay, so now you will have found a derelict freighter. This freighter, I can barely say the word, this freighter is something that you're going to need to go inside and you're going to need to loot it to get all your tainted metal. The problem is there's a lot of aliens, turrets, and as well as the fact that you'll die of the cold weather. Well, it's not really weather, but you'll die of the cold. Because you're in space in a derelict freighter, so I guess it makes sense. And yeah, there's a couple things you're gonna have to watch out for. You're gonna have to watch out for the sentinel turret. In this freighter, there is only one of them, and you can kind of avoid them by just avoiding the laser, and they won't see you, they won't spot you. And then the other thing you're gonna need to watch out for are the living creatures. They're kind of alien creatures that live in these kind of spore things, and if you get too close, they're kind of like proximity mines. If you get too close, they will kind of explode, and then like 15 different aliens will start crawling up the walls and start attacking you, and they're really small, but they do a lot of damage. So you're gonna need a bolt caster at least to take them out. And yeah, it's actually not easy, really. It can be quite difficult if you mess it up. Also, so those are the two main things that attack you. The other two things is you're obviously going to need to take a lot of sodium with you to recharge your hazard protection from the cold, as well as these canisters that you'll see, these blue canisters that are right in front of me now. And you can pop these open and they'll give you just random materials that you can use to recharge some of your suit systems and stuff like that. And also, if you see on the left here, I don't know if I'm about to use it in this recording, but there are these blue heaters next to this computer. There is a blue heater. You'll spot these blue heaters around everywhere, and you can activate them and they'll replenish your hazard protection and they'll warm you up a bit. So if you're running low in sodium, make sure you remember to use these heaters, because there is a decent amount of them that you can find. Okay, so the first time I ever did this, I was like, this is the craziest thing I've ever done in this game. It literally feels like I'm playing Dead Space or something. But anyway, so when you scan, if you use your scanner, you'll pick up all these kind of grey boxes, or all these boxes around you will turn grey, and you can loot them and they'll give you tainted metal as well as some other random things. But you pick them up, and this is kind of how you find your tainted metal. So just remember to keep on pressing C to scan around. Also, all these red doors, make sure that you open them and check all of them. As well as, obviously there's a heater in this room that I think I use. Actually, I don't even need to use it, I didn't use it. But there's also these logs, these kind of tablet things you can read here, that kind of give you extra like info and story and stuff like that. So if you care about that, then you can obviously do that. Now yeah, on to the next room, because I gotta show you all the creepy, dangerous things that you can run into, so you're prepared when you do it yourself. Alright, now these things can be a real pain in the ass to fight, because the best way I can describe them is like they're proximity mines. So the closer you get, they'll expand and they'll glow really bright if you get too close. And then if you get like too close, they'll explode into like 30 different spider alien things with like one eye, and they start crawling on the walls and attack you, and they're quite easy to take out, but the problem is they do a lot of damage and there's so many of them. That's what makes them dangerous. Plus, the game also deliberately puts all the oxygen canisters and stuff right next to them, so you have to get in close, so you accidentally set them off. So those things are the only real dangerous things, especially if you die and then you lose all your stuff and then you have to go back and pick it up or whatever. Also, if you were paying attention, I did just get 2 storm crystals out of one of those crates back there. So I know I kind of made it sound like before, like if you weren't getting tainted metal, then you were just getting some random junk that's just gonna clog up your inventory. But some of the stuff is actually valuable, and this is what I mean, how they put all the canisters and stuff right next to these things, so you set them off like this, and all these things hide in the darkness, then they start shooting at you. And yeah, this is why you need to have a good weapon to be able to take these out. They crawl up on the walls. The only real way to take them out is you have to shoot them in their like little eye, and it's quite difficult, and they move so fast. And see, I'm nearly dead. And then now I need to recharge that. I mean, look at my health. Look at my health. I'm hiding in the corner. But now, this is when I really started hiding in the corner. And I'm probably going to have to cut a lot of this out, because I literally spend probably about 2 minutes cowering in this tiny little corner. Because these, I'm not exaggerating, like these things really can mess you up. Look, I'm about to die. God damn. Now I think, yep. Now I'm out of ammo. I accidentally started using my terrain manipulator on them. And now I kind of have to resort to my mining beam as my best weapon. I don't know why I didn't use my bolt caster though. Maybe I'll switch to that in a minute, I don't know, I can't quite remember. Anyway, I'm probably just gonna cut until something happens, so yeah. Okay, so what you're seeing now is a couple of minutes, maybe a minute or two after I nearly died back there in the corner, and now I'm going to interact with the records terminal, and I was able to get a crew manifest, which is one of the rare items that you can get on Derelict Freighters, and you can trade these rare items in and get hundreds of extra scrap, tainted metal, not scrap. And yeah, So make sure you're always kind of interacting with as many things as you can and searching as many boxes as you can, so that you increase your chances of getting rare items you can trade in and get more tainted metal, because these rare items are kind of going to be the way that you make most of your tainted metal. Also, something I forgot to mention before is that every single terminal has these teleporters next to them, which will teleport you back to the beginning. So say, I don't know, you run out of sodium and you're literally about to die, or you get shot in the back, or for whatever reason you need to go back to your ship, you can go back to your ship through these teleporters, but you can only find a teleporter next to a terminal. So think of these terminals as kind of checkpoints, I guess. So you can go back to your ship and you can replenish your health, or take anything out of your ship that you might have in your ship, and then take that stuff back in and carry on, or go back to the space station, whatever. But yeah, and yeah, that is basically all there really is to the Derelict Freighters. There are some kind of extra objectives and stuff like that when you are inside Derelict Freighters, but I'm not really going to cover them in this video, because this video is mainly about getting the actual tainted metal. So yeah, now I'm going to show you everything you need to do back at the space station. Okay, so as you come back to the space station after you've spent ages in the Derelict Freighter, you'll see that you have two options if you have any of these special items like the crew manifest, like I do, and you can either give them to the scrap dealer or the guild envoy. But for this video I'm going to give it to the scrap dealer because I want tainted metal. Okay, so now I'm going up to the scrap dealer and I'm going to sell him my crew manifest. I only have the crew manifest. I could have had more stuff, but I only managed to get the crew manifest while I was there, and he gave me 180 tainted metal. So let me check what is the total amount. Okay, so we now have 443 tainted metal in total, which is that's a decent amount for just the first one. Now I can do it again for 10 million. The reason why it's 10 million now is it scales up from 5, and then the second is 10, then the third is 20, and then after the third it caps at 30 for the day and doesn't go any higher than 30 million. Then, or you could just wait until the next day and then get it back for 5 million. But yeah, that's about all there is to this, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. I might even release a follow-up video to this, showing you all the best things to buy from the scrap dealer. But apart from that, that's about it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.